YouTube, vinyl community, B-52's fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about the B-52's second full-length LP, Wild Planet, released in 1980. This album is equally as fantastic, and in some ways, a total sequel to the first one. There are definitely some parallels here that recall the first record, and it's because a lot of these songs come from the same era. So when they were touring for the first album, a lot of these songs were songs they'd have in their set list, and they didn't want to use everything for their first album because they knew they'd probably make a second one. So they held off on a bunch of these to use for this record. So, Running Around, Private Idaho, Devil in My Car, Strobe Light, a lot of these songs already existed. And so they finished off some new ones to make this record, also in Compass Point Studios in the Bahamas again, to create easily one of their best albums. Some people say this is their best record. It's definitely one of my favorites, but absolutely love this thing. It's such a good listen. Let me just show you the inside while I'm thinking about it. The inner sleeve is really cool. Crazy green and black paw prints here. And the same thing as the first record. That classic Warner Brothers label there. So, let me put this in here. Kill time for 2 seconds. Come on. Records, man. Party Out of Bounds opens this thing, and surprise! It's the B-52's again. A song about parties going off the rails. Who ordered pizza? Apparently it's what they were known for. It's kind of what the Deadbeat Club song is about too, where back in their crazy early Athens days, they were known as the people that would come in and crash parties. There's a great video of Kate Pearson talking about bringing a hose inside and hosing the place down one time. I mean, they must have been a hell of a fun time back in the day. It's an energetic, upbeat song, manic at times, which I think is awesome. But that wild intro, the glass shattering sound, like it wakes you up to be like, we're back. I also find it fascinating that the first album and the second album both start off with a song starting off with the letter P. That's kind of cool. Planet Claire, Party Out of Bounds. Yeah, dig this song. This has been in their set list for a long time. This always pops up here and there. The energy on it is great. I love the back and forth interplay with all the different vocalists between Fred, Cindy, and Kate. It's a hell of a song. Dirty Back Road. This song is great. Kate and Cindy share the lead, which is also just like the first album, where the second song was 52 Girls, where it's just Kate and Cindy. Here they are again. Just Kate and Cindy are the second song. So I'm not sure if that was done intentionally, but if not, very cool coincidence. I love the pacing on this song. The way they can drag out some words is reminiscent for me of 52 Girls, where they can make some words last longer than a couple of beats, which is such a B-52 style vocalization, which I just adore. I think it's so cool. As far as what the song is about, that's debatable. Some people think it's literally about being in a car driving down dirty back roads. Some people think it's about a different type of love, a different way of making love, if you will. Who knows? Again, music is left to interpretation, but I absolutely love this song. There's a great video of them singing this, I think on a TV show in England or something in 1980, which is really cool to see them play that. So really dig that song. Running Around, I love Fred's vocal on this one. It's such a high energy song about how you can't find your baby. You're looking all over the place. Where's your baby at? It's anxious, it's intense, the relentless searching is so fun, plus that guitar riff is just freaking rad. I mean, Ricky Wilson's guitar playing is crazy. I think Keith's drumming on this one I think is fantastic too. Give Me Back My Man, classic. It's in my top 5 of favorite B-52 songs ever. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. It's just a stunning classic of a track. I mean, it's just an unbelievable work of art. The minimalist instrumentation, if you can call it that, works so well because Cindy's storytelling and her delivery steal the spotlight, as they should. But the riff of this song, I mean, it's slightly eerie. It's slightly forlorn. It's got moments of optimism. It's a guitar line that says just as much as the vocal melody does. Um, the chime solo I think is fantastic. The claps that are in this song, some of the production techniques used make this song an absolute classic. And Cindy's vocals, like I said, are just a standout. Um, the way she can scream, the way she can just delve into the storytelling of this track and make it her own, knockout. Just a knockout of a song. If you've never heard it, I mean, my talking about it won't do it justice. Just put the song on and you'll get it. Side one ends with Private Idaho, which was one of their best early songs again, too. That riff is absolutely awesome, and it references the Twilight Zone with that synth solo. But hearing Fred and Kate do their back and forth, and then Cindy at the end, it's great. I love Fred's energy on this. I love Kate doing the call and response with Fred. It's either about an episode of Twilight Zone or it's about an ideology where it's like, don't live in your private Idaho, or it's about an actual episode of the Twilight Zone. It's incredibly catchy. It sticks in your head. This is one of those songs that lives in my head. It's just always there. I'll be doing whatever, and then I'll have "You're living in your own private Idaho" like just pop up. This is always there. But the song cranks along. It keeps picking up and picking up and picking up. It doesn't stop. It just cascades on. What an incredible piece of work. Love that song. Side 2 starts off with "Devil in My Car," which is a really fun song. It's either about possibly driving a little bit too recklessly or living too dangerously, or maybe a combination of both. I can't really tell. But that powerful rhythm is so punk. I mean, it's totally a punk song. But the way Fred screams, "Help!" and you got Kate and Cindy doing "Devil's in my car." It's such a cool juxtaposition. I really enjoy that. The song just punches you out the whole way through. Quiche Lorraine, what a fantastic track. I mean, it's about a dog dyed dark green named Quiche Lorraine. It's a poodle. How this dog is a fantastic doggy and it's a great pal for Fred. And then one day the dog leaves and the song is about trying to get this dog back. Classic storytelling, really good fun. I love the chorus on here where it's such a hard vocal to do when they sing Quiche Lorraine and then you kind of go up a step but still sing in unison. For listening to it, you can tell that's a hard thing to achieve. But I really, really enjoy that song. And then Strobe Light is just a fantastic song. I mean, there's definitely some humor in this one for sure, but I love the vocal effects. Especially when Fred sings, "I'm gonna kiss your pineapple," and you're, wow! I love that. Where's my telephone? And he says cell phone these days when he does it live, but it's high octane, flirty, romantic play, if you will. It's a really complex song. If you listen to the melody, dun, 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 and then it just shifts, and it's got different moments of that. So keeping up with it, again, speaks volumes to the song craftsmanship of the B-52's. It's one of their best early classic songs, and again, I have to reiterate, they are super, super talented with how they crafted their songs, and they still are. 53 Miles West of Venus. Another interesting thing, there was 52 Girls, now there's 53 Miles, and we started the first album off about a planet, and we're ending the second album about a planet as well. So again, some correlation there. But yeah, the B-52s decided to travel back into space to their home year of 3000 there. And I love it. It's got that spacey feel. It's got that 60s, 50s sci-fi B-movie-esque delivery to it. Really enjoy it. It's a great way to end the album. Here's the back cover. And can we just talk about how cool they look? Just look how cool they look. Fred's rocking that mustache. I feel like there's a lot of pictures of Ricky's always on the ground, like on his knees for a lot of these album covers. But yeah, they just look so cool. Yeah, so Wild Planet for me, just like the first album, 9 out of 10. I absolutely adore this thing. I play this one a lot. I love it. Every second of it is awesome. It's one of those things where when you dive into an artist's discography and you discover more about an artist you didn't really know much about before, and you realize how much is there that was missing in your life, you realize how much you can appreciate something. And so for the B-52's, a band I've always liked, but never really dove super into, as I was getting more into this band, the results were just more and more rewarding. And so when you hear the first album, the second album, and all their albums, really, they're all great. They just constantly reward you. They constantly make you feel included because of how weird you are, and they make you feel proud to be weird because they're also just as weird. So B-52's Wild Planet, 9 out of 10. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Giggens. This has been the B-52's. It was an honor to talk about this album. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.